What's up, everybody? Happy 4th of July if you do that sort of thing. You guys have a good day, get out and get some sun, hang out with your old friends. What do we have today? Virgo. Virgo, what you got today? How we going? First out, the moon, crossed by 10 of cups. And the sun, hanged man, knight of arrows, the emperor, knight of cups, 6 of cups, the devil, 5 of arrows. All right. So we'll start with the recent past for you, Virgo. The Hanged Warden, or the Hanged Man, this deck's version. So this is sort of a perspective change, or the need to change your perspective, because you want to, you need to, you probably want to do things differently and change something, make some change. So you're changing how you look at things, considering another way, because what you want is the sun, the clarity, that warmth of the source and the universe on your back, feeling surrounded by, just supported and loved and cherished and youthful, like you belong, right? And got a little moon action going on, so uncertainty, maybe a bit of confusion, maybe a bit of fear, but not necessarily fear, just you're in a time right now where it's just not clear, even though that's what you're seeking with the sun, clarity. So just one of those moments where, the need to follow your intuition and trust in your inner knowing. And crossed by the 10 of cups. So you've got a good feeling about it. You've got a good support. The energies that you're in right now, you feel backed up by the love of spirit and your loved ones and your friends and all those people that are close to you, with your family, children, all that. So even though this is a time of might be a bit uncertain, maybe a bit of confusion, you feel good about it. The sun combined with that 10 of cups, yeah, you're feeling optimistic about it, for sure. Possible outcome energy, Knight of Arrows. So that's basically Knight of Swords. And this is sort of like a rescue energy, a pretty fierce energy in terms of ready to communicate, ready to go, kind of fearless. Very positive, but it's just kind of a don't forget your manners kind of situation. You're very eager, but take some diplomacy in there with you while you're communicating. Your future, the Emperor. So being very empowered, very certain of your abilities. Maybe you're coming into that position of authority, or you're just sliding into that energy in your life where you are ready to take charge and you know what needs to be done. Done it before, and you're ready to go. Not afraid. Current energies you're embodying, Knight of Cups. So this is a romantic energy. It can also be patient energy, an understanding energy. You're coming from a place of love. So you're ready to sort of be emotionally limber, understanding. And yeah, this is a great place to start something new from. Your environment, 6 of Cups. So surrounded by some soul tribe energy here. Maybe coming back into alignment with some people that you've worked with in the past, connected with in the past, whether it be friends, family, but loved ones. And perhaps you're also feeling a bit of nostalgia for whatever reason. Sometimes it's seasonal shifts. You know, many things can trigger nostalgia. It's a nice energy, though. Hopes and fears, the devil. So this is control in whatever capacity. Could be, it's addictions, obsessions. It could be a work situation where you don't want to be lorded over heavily or controlled too much, because when there's heavy control, that sort of snuffs out creativity. And I totally agree with that. If the constraints are too tight, you can't be free. You can't create. Right? It's very difficult to, because you don't have that flow. So you just want flow. You don't want to feel put upon. Five of Arrows, outcome energy. This is someone's painful defeat. It doesn't have to be yours. In fact, in my experience, more so, this is just doing what you need to do to win. And sometimes, there has to be a winner, and not everybody likes that, because not everyone can be the winner, right? Sometimes this is basically just, look, I'm not going to be on the wrong end of this, so I'm going to take the measures I need to make sure I emerge victorious. And sorry for your loss, but somebody had to win, right? So, that combined with that possible outcome energy, the Knight of Arrows. It looks like you flew in, potentially took care of business, and victory, but not everybody liked it. You got what you needed. And let's just look at the bottom of the deck to get some extra. All right. Ace of Cups. Wonderful. New love in your life. In some way. Taking that cup in your life, your career, romantically perhaps. Oh, there goes the car driving by. Sorry, I have a storage unit next to where I live. They like to hang out there. But yeah, love. There's an undercurrent of just starting something new from your heart space. And that's beautiful. All right, Virgo. You all have a great day. Stay away from the zombie hordes. Peace.